Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Peasants. Today we're going to be talking about Halloween Kills. Whether I hated it, whether I loved it, whether I was just kind of meh. So we're going to talk about it today. Alright, let's get it going. So, I didn't go to the theaters to watch Halloween Kills. I stayed at home, watched it on Peacock. A lot of true Halloween fans would say, you know, they have their opinions about that. I just wanted to chill at the house, eat some crock pot buffalo chicken, and relax. And so that's what I did. Um, I've waited for this movie for 3 years. Now, I went and saw Halloween 2018 in theaters on opening day, and I was super hyped for that movie. And I walked out of 2018 really disappointed. I wanted more. And so going into Halloween Kills, my expectations were a little bit lower this time. I wasn't expecting it to match, John Carpenter's style so much as I expected it 2018 to. Um, I'm gonna have to say, there are parts in Halloween Kills that are fantastic. The cinematography is great. The kills are good. Um, but overall, the dialogue is just cheesy. It's just cheesy. It's corny. It's over the top. It's stuff that people just wouldn't say. The Evil Dies Tonight stuff just really is just annoying. Um, the constantly saying 40 years ago, 40 years ago. Everybody knows. Most people know that it was 40 years ago. You can say it once or twice, but it's said multiple times. It's like it's winking at the audience, like, hey, just in case you forgot, hey, it was 40 years ago. Um, the movie was very hyped up in terms of like, oh, it's so intense. Oh, the kills are so brutal and so uh, inventive. They're so innovative with the kills. And as someone who's been watching horror films pretty much my whole life, um, I've seen way, way, way more hardcore kills in a slasher flick. This was barely a Friday the 13th film in terms of its level of violence. For a Halloween film, uh, yeah, it's a little bit more violent. Nothing more over the top, I would say, than Rob Zombie's. Um, in terms of them being innovative, I I didn't really see any of that. I didn't see anything super crazy. A lot of it, Michael still stabbed people like 80% of the time. It was still knives going into faces, knives in armpits, knives in guts. Yeah, I mean, there's the fluorescent light bulb going into the chick's neck. Yeah, the firefighter scene where he takes the saw or whatever and, saws his face. But I didn't see anything that I haven't seen. Nothing blew my mind as a horror fan. Now, if you're someone who hasn't seen a lot of slashers, you're not really a big horror movie fan, the kills in this might be like, oh wow, look at that. But wasn't that impressed. Um, and I didn't want it to be super violent and super over the top gory because that's not what Michael is. I'm actually pleased with the level of violence and gore that's in this movie. I like that it's not more than this. But what they were selling it as, well, everyone was saying it just doesn't line up. In terms of the performances, once again, I think the actors did the best they could with the writing, but the writing was just horrible. It's cheesy. It's over the top. I think they really tried to go in a old-fashioned 1950s monster movie direction with the dialogue, like evil dies tonight and the town mob, and we gotta go, basically like we gotta go kill the monster and let's get our torches and I just didn't I didn't think that fit in 2021. It just comes off very cheesy, very outdated. And in terms of the performances, I think they did the best they could. Jamie Lee Curtis, I can tell she's phoning it in a bit. She didn't have much to do, but what she did do, she's not really, giving it her A game. Anthony Michael Hall, I think he's a good actor. He has a commanding presence on screen, but I don't know. It's the lines he was given were just horrible. I mean, at one point he says something like, "I want to take this ball bat and tell Michael nighty night." It's like, what? Like, okay. But yeah, I mean, it didn't suck. It didn't suck. I didn't hate it. I just think that it was a bit boring. It was a bit boring, a bit cheesy. The ending, not satisfied with it. Looks like they're going into a supernatural direction with Michael. They beat the shit out of him, knocked him down, and then he gets back up after he's been like stabbed. How many times? He's been stabbed with a pitchfork, stabbed with a knife. Karen stabbed him with a knife. He was stabbed multiple times by Allison. He was shot several times. He was stabbed in the last movie, shot in the last movie, hit with a car in the last movie. It looks like they're going towards a supernatural route with Michael. Otherwise, I don't know how they can explain him getting up after the ass whooping that he got at the end of Kills. I might be wrong, but it looks like they're going that way. As a Halloween fan, of course, I'm a sucker. I'm going to buy the 4K. I'm going to add it to my collection. And it may grow on me. It may grow on me like 2018 did. It took several watches for me to appreciate 2018. But I wanted more from this than it to grow on me. I wanted to watch this and be blown away at the movie, the storyline and this and that, and I just wasn't. And so let me know what you guys think. I still think it's a good movie. I just don't think that it's as good as 2018, and I don't think it's as good as some of the older entries in the franchise. I will say I probably enjoy 4 more than this, and the original Halloween 2 more than this. Just tell me what you think in the comments, whether you hate it, you love it, you're in between, you haven't seen it yet, you don't want to see it. Just let me know. And thanks, and take care.